Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, we just got an update concerning the brand new tag unit that we got in the game for the Dragon Ball Legends 5th anniversary, which is none other than Tag Goku and Frieza. And this has never happened in the game before. So, this is actually pretty big news, but it's still absolutely worth going over because this literally changes how people are going to be using this unit from here on out. So again, this has never happened before, and I at least want to relay the information to you guys. So the tweet says, announcement regarding Goku and Final Form Frieza, several adjustments to the abilities of the recently released Legends Limited Goku and Final Form Frieza, DBL 59-01S, are planned to be implemented soon. Please see the posted image for more details, and I will break down the entirety of it. So, the first picture says, regarding Goku and Final Form Frieza's abilities, a number of adjustments to the abilities of the recently released Legends Limited Goku and Final Form Frieza DBL 59-01S are planned to be implemented in the near future. This character was given a powerful new Rising Rush counter, befitting its role as one of the featured characters of the 5th anniversary celebration. However, upon observing its performance in a variety of battles after release, the following issues have become apparent. These are very important because, again, this is the internal data that they have received since the anniversary has started to this very moment. So this is what they're telling us, the data that we can't see. The Rising Rush counter is difficult to activate under certain circumstances, which is absolutely true. There's a lot of restrictions on it. 2, due to a lack of survivability, this character is often defeated early on in battles, which is also true. I've seen Goku in particular get one-shotted by Super Saiyan 3 Shallot. That is not good. And 3, this character lacks in combo capabilities when Goku is the active character, which is also true. It is much better to combo with Frieza than it is with Goku, because Frieza has Blast Armor, he nullifies cover change, all that good stuff. It's much better to combo with Frieza. We knew that addressing these issues would involve taking considerable measures, so they were thoroughly discussed internally. In the end, it was decided that changes must be made in order to bring greater satisfaction to all the players who joined the anniversary celebration and acquired this character. Therefore, the decision has been made to take exceptional action in this singular instance to directly buff this character instead of using unique equipment or other means to strengthen it. So again, they highlighted that like in red and all that stuff. So this is a very special circumstance. Like pretty much what they're saying is from the data that they've received from us using the unit, it is not performing as well as they may have expected it to, in a sense. And through, I'm pretty sure they've seen all the data concerning this unit from literally everybody who has the unit in the game and determined it's underperforming, it shouldn't be that way, it's worth giving this unit a particular buff. So, next page, adjustments to Goku. All of this is important, so I want you guys to pay attention. On Special Arts Activation, Addition, randomly draws one new card, activates twice, and then change, increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 5 to 10, well, I'm guessing it was from 5, but now to 10 timer counts. So, 1, I think that's fantastic because it made no sense that this Goku had a special skill that didn't force draw a card. That, it nullified cover change, sure, I mean, it's a special skill, but it didn't force draw a card, which kind of made it somewhat useless. So, now that you get a card force drawn, you can continue your combo from there, and your arts card draw speed goes up by 1 level, and it's not from 5 or for 5 timer counts anymore, it's for 10 timer counts. So again, you're gonna be able to continue your combo a bit more. When tag switching to Frieza, Addition restores own vanishing gauge by 70%, which is good, so you'll be able to evade a bit more. When battle starts or when this character enters the battlefield via tag switch, Addition -10 to special move arts costs cannot be cancelled. So again, this is a new addition, much like the restoring the vanishing gauge when you swap to Frieza. This is an addition to the character. And now, when battle starts and this character enters the battlefield via tag switch, right? Your special move gets knocked down by 10. So it goes down to 40, which is fantastic. When this character enters the battlefield, change reduces damage received by 10% for 15 timer counts. Now it cannot be canceled and it activates once. So that's good. It's pretty much guaranteed now, which is fantastic. And then the addition reduces enemy ki by 25, and addition randomly destroys one enemy card. So that's good. So again, you get Goku in, he now has more ways of being able to not only survive, because holy, this Goku could not survive the hit if somebody was really getting a combo going, but now you also have a way to sabotage the opponent from continuing their combo, which is good. According to the number of times this character has tag switched to Goku, change, first time, plus 20%, now to 30% to damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. Change, second time onward, plus 40%, now to plus 50% to damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. So again, just they're raising it by 10% for each respective one, so that's also good. Adjustments to Frieza when tag switching to Goku. Addition, draw a strike arts card next. That is good. Again, giving them cards means that, especially if you have the key, you'll be able to continue your combo. But we also have this right here. Change, restores own health by 20% and ki by 25, now to 40. So again, you still get the health restoration, but your ki raises by 40 instead of 25, which means since you force draw a strike, you're guaranteed to continue the combo unless, you know, certain circumstances prevent you from doing so, like strike cover or whatever the case may be. When this character enters the battlefield via tag switch, addition, -3 to strike and blast arts costs cannot be canceled, which is good for Frieza because Frieza has blast armor, so that's good. When this character enters the battlefield, addition, restores own ki by 25, addition, plus 20% to damage inflicted by allied tag universe rep for 20 timer counts, addition, reduces enemy ki by 25, addition, randomly destroys one enemy card. They really try to buff Frieza as kind of like a saboteur in a sense. Like, again, all of these are additions, by the way, not changes. This is going to be added to his kit. So again, being able to get ki when he enters the battlefield. And then, of course, raising damage inflicted by the allies helps out a ton, especially for the other new units that dropped, you know, Casserole, Kiawe, and Jiren. Even if you're using 17, Hit, Revival, like UN Goku, all that good stuff, they're gonna be able to benefit off of that. And then, of course, you cripple the opponent's ki and you destroy one of their cards. So you're gonna be able to potentially keep the opponent from comboing like crazy against this unit. Anyway, next part, adjustments to both. This is the most important part. I want you guys to listen very carefully. Again, adjustments to both. When enemy activates Rising Rush while this character is on standby, addition, shortens own substitution count by 7. That is massive. I understand why they didn't do it by 10. If they did it by 10, it would be quite literally broken. It just wouldn't be fair, especially because of the next edition. But them shortening it by 7 is still really good. It gives you the possibility of taking them out, maybe having one of your other units taking a hit, and then afterwards being able to throw them immediately back in. So that's good. That's really good. But this next addition is the cherry on top. Addition, cancels enemy buff effects. That is very important. Because if you guys go, well, it said that it's going to be implemented soon, so you should be able to still see it in the game. But one of the specific things that this unit was hindered with was counter will not activate when changing cover if the enemy has buff effect, nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover. That is apparently gone now. That's apparently gone. Because it says it cancels enemy buff effects. Now, again, this unit used to not do that at all. So if you throw them in, you're going to be able to take the rush. You should be able to counter the rush, unless I'm like mistaken somehow, and it's still like with that very specific thing, right? But I'm pretty sure if you cancel the buff effects, it doesn't matter. You should be able to throw them in and they will counter. So that's actually a very massive buff, which means that a lot more people have to be very careful using Rising Rush against this unit, because if you just throw it out, more often than not, they'll be able to actually take the rush and you would waste your entire rush. So again, be very careful. And not only that, and this is also something that I'm glad that they implemented, because it made no sense as to why you couldn't follow up. When Rising Rush counter activates Addition, comboable with special move arts. I don't know why you were not able to follow up, because it is a counter, right? Much like strike arts, blast arts, or whatever the case may be, apart from very specific ones, right? Like for example, the new Jiren, his strike arts, you can't combo off of that because you literally send them like flying into space, right? So when it knocks you all the way and like resets you to like long range, then of course you can't follow up from that. But if it knocks you to long range, but it doesn't reset you, much like the Rising Rush counter did, you should be able to combo from that. And now you're able to. So it's a lot more dangerous now to use Rising Rush if that unit is going to be on the battlefield. Every time the enemy uses a special move, ultimate, or awakened arts card while this character is on the battlefield. Addition nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts, activates 3 times. That's good. Very good, right? Especially against the likes of, I would say, what? Kid Buu, the new Jiren. What else? Rose is definitely one for sure. Like, units like that, this would help out a ton. Especially, like, example, like, Rose's in, Frieza's in, you're kind of screwed, but at least you nullify your element factor, so you might have a chance to live, right? Things like that. Plus, Addition cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, which is great. And Addition shortens allies' substitution counts by 5. So, that's great. You get hit by a special move, ultimate, or awaken arts card, and your team is practically halfway, you know, close to being able to come back, or they're probably going to be able to come back. Who knows? So there's that. And then, if there is a defeated battle member when this character enters the battlefield, change shortens allies' substitution counts by 2, now to 3. So just by 1, but still that 1 extra substitution count that gets knocked down is good. That will be able to potentially help you get your unit to be able to go in and either cover change or take the whatever the case may be. So that's good. It's minuscule, but it's good. Regarding future Legends limited characters. Now, this is also important. This is on a broader scale apart from Goku and Frieza. And I think it's very important that we actually talk about this. While we're still in the early stages of discussion, some means of adding unique value to Legends limited characters similar to Ultra abilities for Ultra characters is currently being considered. Rest assured that any additions will be made to existing Legends limited characters as well. More information will be announced when available. The management team is working hard to bring even more fun and excitement to all our players. We hope you continue to enjoy Dragon Ball Legends management team. So that is everything. Now, we've already broken down Goku and Frieza, but this right here is very, very important. Now, why is this so important? Ever since Ultras became summonable units, it's very clear that that is the premium unit. Like, they just dominate. There's no other way to put it. When Ultra units release, they dominate. Like, I mean, again, like, Ultra Gogeta, when he released, dominated. What else? Ultra Vegeta, when he released, dominated. What else? Ultra Broly, for a while, when he released, dominated. Ultra Gogeta Blue, dominated. Hit, dominated. Rose, definitely dominated. Kid Buu, dominating a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and who knows how the next Ultra unit will function as well, right? But it's safe to say that if you're an Ultra unit, you're usually pretty good, right? And Legends limited characters they are good, but when it comes down to Ultras, some of them can, you know, stand up against them. Well, not a majority, but others just might not be able to, right? So now, they're looking at buffing LF units in a way that's similar to Ultra abilities. So that means that if you were to get an Ultra unit, or not Ultra unit, well, I mean, Ultra units already have it. If you were to get an LF unit, or even if you already have one, you'll have your main ability, and then right underneath that, well, okay, Ultra units have an Ultra ability, so I don't know what they'll call it. Like, maybe they'll call it like a Legends limited ability. I don't know. But you would have another ability right underneath the main ability, and then you'll have your Z ability, and then your unique ability for Legends limited units. So that means all LF units, every single one, will be getting a buff with that ability. All of them. And for those of you guys who don't know, usually when it comes down to ultra abilities, it's very specific, but it does help out a ton, right? Primarily if you want to use them in a leader slot or for a very specific team. That's usually when the ultra abilities get to shine, right? Like, so for example, let's say you're using Ultra Gogeta Blue, right? The ultra abilities are called Resonance of, and then it's something else, right? I'm pretty sure it's Resonance of Force, and then it says like the name of like a tag that they can work on. Like for Ultra Gogeta Blue, it's Fusion Warrior, and then it's like, you know, if the character's a leader, this happens when the battle starts, and it's like plus 30 to damage inflicted, and plus 30 to key recovery cannot be canceled. And then if they're not the leader, then they get like plus 5% to those respective stats and all that good stuff. But it's obviously depending on how many of that specific tagged units you have on your team. So again, if you're on an all Fusion Warrior team, you know, who get like plus 5 buffs for each of those units, and whatnot, right? So LF units are going to be getting something akin to that, which is actually pretty powerful. So seeing that it actually is going to be very interesting. But again, I just wanted to at least make this video. Look, it's super late at night. I'm exhausted, but I at least wanted to make this video for you guys because this has never happened before. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to not only help Goku and Frieza, but also other LF units as well. But I do want to know what you guys think about all this information in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.